Good morning, everyone. How's it going? Hope everyone had a good Easter. So it's Monday right now at about 10 o'clock. We're going to go to the gym and get, I might head back today. I'm feeling back, probably back. So actually, I'm going to go back inside because I forgot my tripod and I kind of need that to record. So I'm gonna try to get my back workout on video, and then I'll do a commentary over it and explain what I'm doing. So yesterday was Easter, as you probably know. Well, when you're watching this, it might be a little bit later. But one thing I want to talk about: if you are trying to follow a nutrition plan of any sort, and days like Easter, or any day, you kind of fall off the wagon and kind of indulge all day, eat whatever you want, stuff like that. Don't feel as though it is like the end of everything. One day ultimately doesn't make that big of a difference in the grand scheme of things. So if you have a bad day on your nutrition, don't stress it, don't dwell on it, get on it the next day, get on it today. I had a lot of candy yesterday, but it's all right, because we're gonna do better today. So another thing, if you start off the day like with a bad breakfast or a bad lunch, and you eat way over what you're planning on eating for that meal, don't feel as though the whole day is wasted. Okay, because a lot of times what happens is you have a bad breakfast, you binge at breakfast, and then it comes time for lunch, and you're like, well, this day's already shot. I'm kind of ruined for the day, so I might as well just enjoy the rest of these meals, and then you end up binging on the, your lunch and dinner. So just try to focus on putting it in the past, putting that bad meal in the past, and then getting at it on the next meal. Don't really think of it as a day ruined. Think of it as a bad start to a good day that could potentially go bad if I continue to eat poorly. Alright guys, welcome to the commentary. Today, our first exercise for our back workout is a bent over barbell row with a supinated grip. This means palms facing forward or up. So, with your bent over row, biggest thing is you want to keep your elbows in and pull the bar to your belly button. Keep your back as straight as possible, and also try to squeeze your glutes and your hamstrings. That way you are supporting your body with your glutes and your hamstrings instead of your lower back. Alright guys, so for the next exercise, we're doing T-bar rows. What you need for this is basically just a corner or a landmine machine like you see here. So you're going to get the bar in the corner, and then move the bar in between your legs and row the weight from the ground up to about your belly button area. Try to support your weight with your hips and move the weight with your back. Alright guys, so for the next exercise, I did a superset with wide grip lat pull downs and reverse grip pull ups. I didn't get a chance to record the reverse grip pull ups, but for wide grip lat pull downs, what you're going to want to do is grab a bar like the one in the video, get your hands on it, and pull your elbows down towards your hips. Think of pulling your elbows to your hips and try to squeeze at the bottom and let the weight up very slowly. Alright guys, so the next exercise, we did angled lat pull downs, superset with 45-degree cable rows. So for these, I like these because they do hit your lats at a different angle than regular lat pull downs, so you really get that stretch throughout the whole lat. For the wide grip 45-degree rows, you're going to want to get a wider bar like this, and what I like to do is put my feet up against the straight bar for support. This gives you a little bit of leverage, and so you can really use it to work your traps more than trying to support yourself. So, two great exercises for your back. Definitely try to incorporate them. Alright guys, now on to our tricep workout. First exercise, definitely something you should try because it is different. You're going to want to get two regular grip handles, put them on the kibble machine, and do like a reverse grip press down where your hands meet in the middle up at the top. Biggest thing on these, try to really squeeze for a second at the bottom and slowly bring the weight up to the top. Alright guys, so our next exercise is pretty much the exact same thing as an overhead extension with a dumbbell, except we're using a V-bar and we're doing it on the cable machine. So the point of this is to get it at a different angle than you normally would, and big thing here is to lean up against the bar so that you can leverage it to push the weight with your triceps and squeeze at the top and slow back up on the bottom. I see it all the time, guys. People are too scared to start because of what other people think. People don't want to go to the gym because they're worried about what other people in the gym have to say. They're worried that they're going to be watched and, viewed negatively in the gym. And it worries me. Too many people live their life based on this narrative of what other people tell them. Okay? Too many people won't start because they're scared of what other people think. Okay, people want to go to the gym, but they get to the gym and don't feel comfortable there because too many people feel as though they are being judged and feel that they are going to get talked negatively about because they're overweight or whatever it is. But a few things you have to remember. If you are somebody who is scared of going to the gym simply because of what other people think, first of all, you need to forget about that, okay? Other people's opinion of you does not matter. Okay, the only opinion of you that matters is God's. And so, when you live your life based off of how other people see you and trying to live up to their expectations, you're always going to come up short. You're always going to fail in their eyes. And if you start to believe that that's true, then you're going to have an extremely hard time getting anywhere in life. You go to the gym to better yourself. So another thing you need to remember is that every single person who has ever stepped in the gym or who might be in the gym when you're in there was at one time a beginner, was at one time it was their first time going into the gym. Okay, so you have to understand that if you're trying to get into that routine, going to the gym, don't worry about what they have to think, because odds are they might come across as intimidating or whatever, but they don't really care that you're there, and they're not, judging you or talking crap on you behind your back. They just seem kind of intimidating because of the way that they portray themselves. But you have to understand that a lot of people in the gym who are making success in the gym were at one time, not making success. We're at one time where you are now. So a lot of times these people have empathy for you because they know where you're at, because they were at one time there. And so most of the time, they just want to see you succeed. Okay? I know when I see somebody new at the gym, I'm always trying to be friendly to them and make them feel welcome. Because I love seeing, people at the gym who wouldn't normally go, and people who are trying to chase something, even if they don't know what they're chasing or how to get it. But another thing, because everybody knows how to get in shape, everybody knows how to lose weight, and if you don't, I do coaching. I'll put the link down in the description if you're interested. But everybody knows, for the most part, how to get in shape. It's just a matter of getting over that fear. Because that's the only thing holding you back, is someone else's opinion of you. You get rid of that, and you're good to go. It doesn't matter how much you weigh or how slow you have to go when you're, jogging on the treadmill. Things like that. It doesn't matter. Because you understand that it's a stepping process. You understand that it's not just a one-day thing. It takes time. You have to really commit yourself in the long run to doing it. And I think that's something that people don't understand. because they look at, you know, all of the greats today. They look at, you know, the Steve Cooks today, the Joey Swolls today, you know, Christian Guzman, all those other guys that have found success in the fitness area, who have good physiques. And they look at where they're at today and don't really stop to think that these people were at one time beginners. At one time, those three people that I just said had a first time that they stepped into the gym. A very first time they had, you know, insecurities and goals that they wanted to achieve through the gym. And a lot of them, you know, understood this, that you have to keep going. Somebody else's opinion of you is irrelevant. If you can't get over the fear of someone else's opinion, then you're going to have an extremely hard time ever chasing a goal. It's something to think about as these next couple of weeks come by. If this is you, somebody who's tried going to the gym before and given up because you're scared, and you feel intimidated, and you feel like you can't even work out because other people are watching you, don't worry about them. Screw them. Do yourself, okay? Don't worry about what they have to say, because you have to go in there with a winning mentality. You have to be your biggest fan, especially in the gym, okay? So, don't worry about what they think. Just go in, go after it, go get it, and do your best.